Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, my name's DJ. I am the owner of StayInOurHome.com. I am 53 years old. I have been in the short-term rental business for right at 31 years. It's hard to say, but you know what? I got into this business because property is a great business to have. The more property you own, the bigger slot machine you're going to have. Basically, I'm starting this podcast because of there's a couple Facebook groups out there that people are just asking all these questions about how do they get into this? How do they do it? What do they need to do? Where do they need to buy? So I figured with my 30 years of knowledge, maybe I could get into the starting a little podcast and teaching everybody on how to do this. You know, it's basically free information. You're going to get my knowledge over the course of the next 30 weeks, and hopefully I can help somebody out. Um, we all know that there's two huge competitors out there compared to us. We're small time. Right now we have 31 hosts that are listed on our site. We're growing every day. I hope to have that to 100 hosts by the end of the year, and maybe we'll have a couple hundred listings on there. And next month we'll start marketing to the people that want to stay in these homes. Got to remember that whenever you have a hosting platform that shows where people can stay, you have to have two entities. You have to have number one, you have to have the house that people can stay in. And number two, you have to have people that'll go to that site to rent that property. But you can't have one without the other. So I think, and I've always thought, that the host is the most important part to the platform. Uh, VRBO and Airbnb have completely gone away from the host. They don't give a crap about the host anymore. We left both those platforms a few years ago, and we've never looked back. And one of the main reasons why is because they are feeing everybody to death. The fees on the other side, the fees on the host side. It's getting to the point where people can't even afford to stay in these units anymore. And if you don't realize it by now, the more fees they charge, the less you're going to have to charge to get the prices back down to where people want to stay in your units. That's not what we want. Over time, we're supposed to be able to raise our prices, not lower them. And at the rate they're going, nobody's going to be able to do that. So again, we started stayinourhome.com. It's geared towards the host. Basically, you put your listing up there and put in all your information. Put your contracts up there. Put your rules up there. Put everything up there that you want up there. We charge a $10 booking fee to the client or guest that is going to stay in your house, and that's it. For right now, we are giving free listings to the first 100 hosts. After that point, anybody that comes on will be charged $10 per listing to list on our site. But for right now, like I said, I'm just trying to build it. It's a good time to get in. We've been at it for 45 days, and like I said, we've got 24 hosts right now with 36 listings. It's pretty nice. That's more than I thought we'd have. But with that being said, again, I started this podcast to answer a bunch of questions out there that I constantly see. You know, how do I get into the short term business? How do I get into buying my first property? How do I become a co-host? How do I manage these properties out of state? Um, like I said, I've got 32 short-term rentals. Um, two of those 32 are in my own state of Tennessee, and the rest of them are all over the country. I got four of them that are out of country, and we don't have managers that manage them. We've just got a concept that we built, and it works out well. And I want to share that with you guys over the course of the next 30 episodes, and we'll go that route. I'd appreciate it if you guys ask questions. I'd appreciate it if you make a lot of comments, whether you like it, whether you don't like it. We'll try and take like the last 5 minutes of every episode and answer questions. If you don't want your name listed, just tell us, and we'll just ask the question and answer it. But I'm new to this YouTube stuff. I'm new to this podcasting stuff. I hope to get better. I hope to get rid of all the uhs and ums and whatever else. But I'm just gonna do a raw show. I'm not gonna edit anything. I'm not gonna do anything stupid. But this is what it is. Help me out. I'll help you out. That's what I want. Just I want to see as many followers as I can get, and it gives me another way to possibly get people come on board with stayinourhome.com. So again, over the course of the next 30 weeks, we're going to introduce a couple friends of mine that are also in the short-term rental. We're going to have conversations with them. We're going to talk about basically from the very beginning to getting your first rental, to getting your first tenant, and continuing on how to keep people coming back to your units. The biggest thing I tell everybody is be unique. With all these people coming into the short-term rental business, if you're not unique and if you're not service oriented, if you don't have the mindset uh, that gives these people the hospitality that they're looking for, then you know what? Maybe this isn't the business for you. Um, I have a hospitality background. I like to please people. I like to make people happy. I want to make sure that everything is perfect. Um, but it's just that's just who I am. If it's not you, you can still have a successful business if you follow a few good rules. But other than that, on this first podcast, basically, I just wanted to introduce myself. I wanted to let you know who we are, what we're going to do. I'd appreciate it if you tell some friends to come on to the next podcast and listen to it with us. Go down below and comment for me. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to put this on YouTube. Next week, we're going to be recording it on GarageBand so we can get this across all the podcasting networks. It'll be available to you basically on every device or any device that you got. Uh, but I won't be able to do this without you. So if you want to help me, help you, ask questions. You can't get anything done unless you're asking a question. There is no stupid question. You know why? Because if two people don't know what's going on with each other, then there's a break in the communication. And that's the key to everything. If you don't communicate with the people within your circle, nothing will ever get done, and there'll always be doubt. And doubt kills everything. So, again, my name is DJ. I'm going to be your host over this entire time. Hopefully, you like what we got to say. Hopefully, we give you some good insight on what to do, what not to do. I'm going to give you some of my stories. I'm going to give you some of my faux pas that we've lost money on a couple of units. It is what it is. You buy a unit, you do everything to it, you do everything right, and you just don't get the people going. That's possibly because of the town we bought in, or maybe it's just not in an area that people want to go. It's just a trial and error basis. I mean, once you get to the point where you've got a couple of these, two or three of them paid off, and uh, they just turn into slot machines for you. And that's another thing that we're going to teach you is how to get your first one, how to get your second one, what to do with the money from the two. You know, how do we get these things paid off as quickly as possible? Do we mortgage them to buy another one? You know, the biggest key to this is making your money work for you. And if you can do that, you can have a very, very successful business. It's just we don't we don't owe anything on the 32 that we own. And they are a slot machine that pays off every single month, and it's phenomenal. Out of the 61 units that we have left on the long-term rentals, we only have two mortgages left on those 61. I mean, it's the quicker you pay them off, the easier life's going to be, and you will never have to go to a bank to rely on a mortgage again. And if you want to do that, it can be achieved very, very easily, and you can get it done in 8 to 12 years, and you can have easily 10 rentals. And out of those 10 rentals, I would probably say 4 to 6 of them will be paid off. So, again, my name is DJ. I'm with stayinourhome.com. If you haven't been on that site yet, go check it out. Uh, Become a host before we get 100 hosts on there, and you can have your listings. If you've got 20 listings, put all 20 listings on there because you're going to get them all for free for life. And the only thing that'll be charged will be a $10 booking fee. So help us out. Help yourself out. If you don't like us, you think I'm full of shit, then you don't have to tune in. But you know what? I'm as real as it gets, and I think there's a need for somebody to be honest with people, and I'm tired of the big corporations just walking over everybody, and that's why we're doing this. So thank you very much for tuning in. Um, Give us a share, give us a like, hit the subscribe button, and we will see you in a week. Thanks again. Bye.